Make sure you keep your options open as to where you get your preps from. In this video, I'm actually going to show you a bunch of preps that I got from Tractor Supply to give you some ideas of other places you can find some of these important pieces of gear or equipment you might need for an SHTF scenario. And for those of you who live in the urban environment, you might not think about Tractor Supply ever because it sounds like a place you need to go if you're a farmer. But I will let you know there's a lot of great preps there. Hey everybody, it's Magic Prepper, and today we're talking about preps you can get at Tractor Supply. I'm going to show you some of my personal preps that I've gotten at that store to give you some ideas about what might be out there for you, okay? It is a good place to find stuff you might need, especially in the sense of prepping. And if you've ever thought of Tractor Supply as only being a place where you buy tractors, then hit the subscribe button below because a lot of people think that, and that's not the case, okay? So, first and foremost, this is one of the best preps that you can get at Tractor Supply, which is water storage containers, or storage containers of any kind, really. This is an IBC tote. It's 275 gallons of storage in here, and I am setting this up for emergency water storage. And you'll see a video on that here very soon, where I'm going to have some additional hardware and equipment installed in order to show you a good way to utilize these containers for those purposes. And keep in mind, at Tractor Supply, you can buy these brand new, which is what you need to do if you're going to use them for water, because people use them for all kinds of things, even fuel and oil and all kinds of stuff that you don't want to reuse as a place to keep potable water. So definitely an IBC tank is an awesome way to go when it comes to Tractor Supply preps, and I believe this one was just shy of $400. So there are some good deals there as well, and I wanted to bring these to your attention because maybe you don't know about them, maybe you haven't thought about Tractor Supply. Let's go check out some other preps I've gotten from there as well. One thing you can get that you definitely need from Tractor Supply is a gun safe. And right here you have a Liberty Safe Revere model, which is something I picked up at Tractor Supply. Liberty Safe's awesome. They're all made in the USA, so I can definitely appreciate that. But they have tons of different options of different gun safes, and they have even ones that you can keep in your car, all kinds of stuff related to keeping your firearms locked up and secured, which is very important not only for safety, but for the idea of a SHTF scenario wanting to keep your stuff secured and locked down so that the wrong people can't access it. So this is something you can get at Tractor Supply and go in and actually look at a lot of the safes right there on the floor. Or if you're like me and you're very picky and you want to make sure you have a combo lock instead of an electronic that you never will ever trust ever in your life, then you have to order online, but you still pick it up at the store. They use a forklift, load it right in the back of your truck, and you're good to go. So Tractor Supply, great place to get a gun safe. Let's see what other preps I have from there. Now, another awesome prep you can get at Tractor Supply is going to be generators like this one. They have all types of different generators there, including the dual fuel style generators that I suggest, because like this one here can use gasoline or propane, which gives you more fuel options for an emergency, and propane stores much better than gasoline, so it gives you more of a long-term solution. Now, full disclosure, I am not associated with Tractor Supply, so I just wanted to get that out of the way because it sounds like a commercial for them, but I'm just trying to give you more options as to where to get your stuff from, so no affiliation at all here. But one thing I do want to say is that this is a very cheap generator. It might not be the best, it's definitely not top of the line, but here's the thing, it can do 3,500 running watts of electricity output, it can also surge up to 4,000 watts, and what's nice about this generator is it was like $320, okay? So keep that in mind. For 320 bucks, you can have a decently sized generator that can use two different types of fuel from Tractor Supply. So keep those things in mind because it's not just tractors, they have things like this as well. What else have I gotten from Tractor Supply? Another great prep you can get at Tractor Supply are portable heaters. These are definitely something very important for being able to survive any cold environment. And something like this Mr. Heater little buddy right here that sits right on top of a 1-pound propane cylinder is super portable, easy to use, and a great thing to add to your preps. I've gotten a lot of different Mr. Heater products from Tractor Supply, including the adapters in order to hook things like this heater up to a 20-pound propane tank as well. So there's a lot of options they have in the sense of being able to maintain warmth during the winter in a tough environment. Definitely worth your time checking that part out. Let's see what else I've gotten from Tractor Supply. Alright, you might be in my secret bunker right now, so don't be telling anybody my secrets, but one of my favorite and most important preps I get at Tractor Supply is 5-gallon buckets. You can never have enough 5-gallon buckets, okay? You need them for food storage, you need to be able to bury them, you gotta put supplies in them, you gotta poop in them. There's a million things you can use 5-gallon buckets for, and we can never really have enough as preppers, now can we? And a long time ago, somebody once told me to stack them to the rafters full of food, so I'm doing the best that I can, and considering I'm 6'3", I think we're doing okay. But you can never have enough. So keep in mind that these are all different things I've gotten from Tractor Supply that don't even touch the surface as to how much stuff they have to offer when it comes to prepping. And I just feel like it's a little bit of an unknown mecca of prepping supplies because people don't necessarily think about that store as a place to get a lot of these different things. They think about places like Home Depot or Cabela's or Walmart, but Tractor Supply is always kind of just in the background. And let me tell you, they have a lot of stuff, including things like antibiotics for your animals. Only your animals. They have things like solar gear. They have all kinds of stuff that are relevant to preparedness. So make sure you do your due diligence, check out what they have to offer, and hopefully this video just gave you some ideas about things that you might not have known they had, or maybe just gave you another option of somewhere to look for some of this stuff, because as supply chains get more and more broken down and it becomes harder and harder to get the things that we need, it's going to be very important that you have more options. Hopefully this video helped you out. This is not all the things that I have from Tractor Supply, but I thought that these 5 gave you some ideas about things that I at least have already gotten myself, and might give you some motivation to try to get some more stuff as well. If you have any questions for me at all, magicprepper.com. Otherwise, that's going to be it for Magic Prepper.